Good evening. This is Lionel Smith from Sense Memory, and it's a Wednesday evening, and it's been a kind of rough week so far, so I'm a little too worn out to have a cocktail. That'll just put me to sleep. So instead, tonight I'm having a wonderful cup of oolong tea, and oolong is a beautiful black tea that I really enjoy having. So it is time now to stay tuned because I'm going to be reviewing two new releases from the Armani Privee line. So stay tuned and cheers. So you may recall in my last video where I did the unboxing of the beautiful Narelle, New York, my sales associate Rami from Neiman Marcus gave me this sample of two fragrances from the Armani Privee line. These are brand new fragrances released just this year. So let's go ahead and try them out. Now, I have to show you something interesting about this sample vial is that I looked at it like, where's this little sprayer? Where's it? I couldn't find the little sprayer. And so you actually unscrew it like this, and you put it on your skin, and it comes out like so onto your. It comes right out on your skin, and you can control how much that comes out. It really is an interesting and new way to dispense a sample. So the first one, I forgot to tell you what it is. The first one is Armani Privee Rouge Malachite. It was released in 2016, and it's an oriental floral. The nose behind it is Pascal Guérin. He's most famous for Christian Lacroix Noir for men and for Daringly Different for Diana Vreeland, and that came out in 2015. The main accords are white floral, amber, tuberose, animalic, yellow floral, and balsamic. And this is really an incredibly beautiful fragrance. It's sweet, and it opens with the top notes of tuberose, clary sage, and pink pepper. If you like tuberose, this is not a screaming, biting tuberose, the kind that just takes over the whole room. This is much more subtle, but incredibly beautiful tuberose. The clary sage adds a little bit of spice, and the pink pepper just peps it right up. So it's a very peppy but smooth tuberose opening. Now, I've worn it all day yesterday, and the mid notes in it are jasmine, simbac, ylang ylang, orange blossom, Kashmirian, that's a wood, and benzoin. And the bottom note is simply amber. So throughout the day, it was, I would say it had a longevity of, I would say, medium to long, about 8 hours. I can't stop smelling it, it's so beautiful. And the sillage was pretty much a medium sillage. People could smell it at about 18 inches to 24 inches. It is quite elegant, sophisticated, a little leaning more towards the feminine. It's marketed as unisex, but it's definitely, if you don't like a tuberose, you're not going to like this one. But if you do like white florals and tuberose, it is beautiful. Now, the next one is also in the Malachite series. There are two in the Malachite series at this point. I'm sure there are going to be more. And this one is called, let's put it on first, that wonderful dabber. Okay. Now this one is called Armani Privee Vert Malachite. It's also from 2016. And the nose behind this one is Fabrice Pellegrin. And Fabrice is most famous for Smoke for the Soul by Kilian. from 2014, and Volutes by Diptyque, which is one of my favorite fragrances from Diptyque, and I've been wearing it all day. Now, Diptyque's Volutes came out in 2012. The main accords for this one are also white florals, citrus, yellow florals, woody, and soft, spicy. The top notes are bitter orange and petitgrain. And when you open it up and put it onto your skin, the bitter orange is really a fine bitter orange. It's not grating, or doesn't turn sharp on you. It's kind of a softly bitter orange, and it's mellowed out and uplifted by that touch of petitgrain. The mid notes are jasmine, simbac, ylang ylang, and pink pepper, and the bottom notes are lily, benzoin, and vanilla. So for me, right off the bat, with that bitter orange, there's a lily coming up. And at first, that lily from the bottom was a little off-putting to me. But as I wore it all day yesterday, I wore one on one hand and one on the other, so I was going like this all day. But as I wore it on this hand yesterday, on this arm, the lily became much more seductive. And it kind of won me over. It didn't kind of win me over, it did win me over. The lily and the benzoin and the vanilla give this a whole different kind of white floral. And so it's more creamy, I would say, than the Rouge. It's a little more creamy. And if you like a lily note, this is something I think you'll really, really enjoy. It, as I said, has the main accords of a white floral, but it's much more yellow. That ylang ylang with the pink pepper really just kind of smooth out the rough edges of, not rough edges, but the indolicness of those white flowers of the jasmine and the lily. It is beautiful, but of the two, I would have to say my favorite is the Rouge. I just really love that wonderful tuberose. It really is great. Now, this particular fragrance, the Vert, its longevity is about the same as Rouge, about 8 hours or so, and it has the same sillage of 18 to 24 inches. So there you have my take on these two beautiful new releases from Armani in the Privee line. This is Leonard Smith from Synth Memory saying, remember, wear what you love and not what they say you should like. And I'll talk to you later.